Help support the companies that support our community. This was my third platter today. The other two were for a paint pouring demo we did up in Washington, actually last night for the Puget Sound Woodturners. I hope everybody had a great time. So what I did with these is I used the vacuum chuck on all of them. I brought the tailstock up to support it. I shaped the bottom of it and put a small recess in it so I could expand the jaws and finish off the face of it. I wanted to share some pictures with you real quick. Matt from Canada, he lives up in Ottawa, Canada. He owns a skate shop up there, and he sent me these pictures of a stick chair he did. You might have remembered we did one a couple of years ago, but he makes stuff out of recycled hockey sticks. Very cool. Awesome job, man. I love it. After I got the bottom sanded, I went ahead and switched and put the chuck on and used the jaws in expansion mode to hold on to that recess and finish off the face of it. I put a small lip on this one, and then I used the new EasyWood micro detailer to put a couple little detail lines in it and clean out the inside of it. So again, I went ahead and sanded this all the way up to 600 so that that stencil would stick and wouldn't have any little gaps in it. I did a test one here just to kind of get comfortable painting around the stencil. So I'm going to do another maple leaf on this Myrtlewood platter. I know, but anyway, that's what we're doing. They have a bunch of different stencils, from butterflies to different kinds of leaves. If you go on their website, you can check it out. I'll put a link down below in the description to that. But there's a lot of different things you can do. So I'm just going to do one maple leaf on the face of the platter here. So what I'm going to do is just cut this out, paste it on there, and then I'm going to mask off around that so I don't get any paint on anywhere else on the platter. So let me get that all set up. Alright, I'm going to start with black, and I'm just going to outline the leaf. So what I'm going to do is spray on the stencil and just let the overspray go into that. Alright, for the little splines in there, I'm going to use, this is the wood dye. I don't have a dark or a color like this in paint, so I'm using olive wood dye. And you can see I already got it on my hands from last one. Should probably wear gloves, but it's too hot. Alright, so on this, what I'm going to do is just get close so that I can actually draw with it like that, so I can do subtle little lines. You just do it lightly, and you can keep going over it to create those little splines in there, or whatever they're called. And again, this one is wood dye. Alright. Darken them up a little bit if you want. And then we're going to go from our lightest color to darkest color. So we're going to go with yellow first. Alright, this is orange. And a little bit of red. I'm going to finish it off with a little bit of green just down on the bottom where the stem is. peel this off. Just like that. What I would do, I'll tell you right now, is it takes more time to clean the paint out. So what I would do is I would do a couple of them all and do them all at once, and then that way you're not, basically I think I poured out 3 times as much paint as I used. So I would put a few of them on the next one instead of doing one at a time. But really cool, simple process. I would go around it with a dark color like that to define the line, but it's that easy. And like I said, they had a bunch of different stencils, so if you want to do just about anything, they have them. All right, let's get a finish on this, and I'm gonna spray the whole thing with lacquer. There we go. Again, it's out of Myrtlewood. It's about 10.5 inches in diameter, and I put 3 coats of the lacquer on it. This is the second one I've done, so it's super easy. You just do a little bit of shading, and they have different sizes too. I'll put a link down below in the description so you can go check out all the different patterns they have. If you want to do a bigger lip and do stencils all the way around, or like I said too, probably on the next one I'll put a few of them in there. That way I'm just not wasting too much paint. And then on with the detail here, I did use the new Easy Wood micro detailer for that to put those lines in it. But I'm happy with how it turned out. It's just, there's not a whole lot to it. All right, we have a demo tomorrow at Woodcraft in Seattle, so please stop by. If you're in the area, we'll be there from 1 to 3, and we're turning a giant bowl. So please come by and say hi. Love to meet you. All right, till next week. Take care.